What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining sports gambling podcast on YouTube. I'm Yuri Coghe from F1Total.ca, your go-to source for F1 news in Canada, and I'm here to bring you 5 betting tips ahead of this weekend's 2021 Portugal Grand Prix. Alright, so let's get to it, the third race of the season, and my first pick is Sergio Perez to score, to get his first career pole position. Yeah, this is a long shot. But here's why I'm saying this other than the good value that we got on this one. Sergio Perez is in his third race with Red Bull, his new team, and in the previous race, he qualified second. So if he made it to second place, chances are he could qualify on pole position for this one. Pretty straightforward. It's a long shot. It's difficult. As I said, it would be his first career pole, so it's definitely not granted. But the value is really good, and it's difficult, but it could happen. And if it does, you will win yourself some good money. And as I said, he made it to second last race in the last qualifying. So fingers crossed. And Sergio Perez is my first pick. For my second pick, we got Aston Martin's Lance Stroll, Canadian Lance Stroll, finishing in the top 10. Here's why. He did that in the 2 races this year so far. So all he needs to do is finish in the top 10 once again for you to win this bet. He did it in Bahrain, he did it in Imola. Why can't he do it in Portugal? If he does, you might win yourself some money. For my third betting tip, check this out. We'll have a qualifying margin between 0.1 and 0.25 seconds. Why do I say that? Because last race in Imola, we had the top 8 separated by less than half a second. The last time that happened was in 2012. So this showed the gap between the pecking order is really tight, and there's some good value here as well, so that's why we're going for it. Between 0.1 second and 0.25 seconds between the pole sitter and the guy who qualified second. That's my third betting tip. For my fourth betting pick ahead of the 2021 Portuguese Grand Prix, we're going with Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc setting the fastest lap on the race. It's really tricky with the fastest lap. Basically, any driver in the top 10 who has enough of a gap to the driver behind that he can go for the pit stop, change his set of tires for a new one, for a fresh one, and get the equipment necessary to set the fastest lap, they get an extra point. And that's why any driver in the top 10 could do it. If they got enough of a gap, they can beat without losing positions. They do a real fast lap with fresh tires, set up the fastest lap of the race, and get himself another point. If he's that guy who's in the position to pit without losing positions, come back, have 1 or 2 goals at the fastest lap of the race, he will for sure do it. It's just a matter of who will have that chance in the race. And Charles Leclerc is a great driver. He will do it if he has a chance. For my 5th and final betting pick ahead of the 2021 Portuguese Grand Prix, one that I like a lot, if you've been watching our videos, but I like this one a lot. I'm saying that we will have virtual safety car periods during the race. It's pretty common for that to happen if any car retires due to issues and they had to, park in an unsafe location. It will require a virtual safety car to come in, so the drivers slow their pace down, allowing the workers on the track, the marshals, to take the car away. So it's pretty common for that to happen. It's not granted, of course, but as you saw from my other picks, you need some luck for those to happen, because of course we are shooting for the higher odds, for the better value. But this one, although it's not granted, it has also good odds and is more likely to happen. So I'm including this one here. I gave you the reasoning for some of these bets. They are good, they have great value. That's what we're looking for more than anyone that's like guaranteed to happen, because you might, not win all of them, but eventually if one of them hits, then you got yourself a good payoff and it will make up by a lot but for every other one that you couldn't. So fingers crossed. There's some luck involved in this one, some things that never happened before, such as Sergio Perez being on pole position. But if it does happen, get yourself ready, because the payoff is going to be good. I'm Yuri Coghe from F1Total.ca. Visit the website for more F1 content. And on the top right corner of the website, you will see links to our social media pages. So Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Just click on those, follow us, and also subscribe to the Casual Fan Podcast here on YouTube. Thank you very much. See you next time.